There's something really exciting about this idea. A free encyclopedia for every single person on the planet in their own language. And that feels like something that it should exist.
In the computer era, many of the visionaries of the online world wanted to create easy ways to collaborate online. Doug Engelbart, Ted Nelson, Sir Tim Berners-Lee, the main inventor of the World Wide Web. They wanted us to share our knowledge and build on each other's thoughts, together to change the world. The web had originally been designed as a collaborative medium, but the browsers that made the web popular left those features out. It took years for a few group collaboration features to get added back in, with wikis and blogs. And the biggest example of this new kind of online collaboration came from an unlikely source, the owners of an open-source directory service called Bombus. One of the partners, Jimmy Wales, had loved the World Book Encyclopedia as a child.
Every year they would send out the annual update, and in the annual update they would have little stickers you could put in. So, they landed on the moon, so they updated the article on the moon and they put a little sticker in. And it's sort of fun. I grew up with an encyclopedia that anyone can update.
By 2000, one of the hottest products was Encarta, an encyclopedia available on CD-ROM. Wales and business partner Tim Schell thought they could make money with an online encyclopedia. They founded ad-supported NUPEDIA and hired Larry Sanger as editor-in-chief. After 8 months, only 2 articles survived NUPEDIA's exacting editorial process. While the company faltered, Wales and Sanger became aware of a new kind of collaborative software called a wiki.
It's become a word that describes a relationship among people.
Wikis enabled a community of contributors to co-write the same article.
We're a community, but we're not a community because we like each other. We're a community because we have a goal. But wiki is a shorter word.
Wales and Sanger thought it might jumpstart NUPEDIA if they allowed volunteers to quickly generate raw articles on a wiki, which could then be vetted by subject experts. They called the new experiment Wikipedia. And within 11 months, Wikipedia's volunteer editors had generated 20,000 articles. Sanger set a number of guidelines for editors that are still in use today.
Even though I would say that NUPEDIA is a failure, that period of reflection actually before we actually got to work on Wikipedia was quite valuable in helping to set the values of the project.
But the question was, could those raw, new Wikipedia articles be run as is? Or did they need final review by experts? Wales said yes. Sanger violently disagreed.
I think they saw it as a way to get prototypes of articles that you would have experts finish. And I think they, butted heads over that for a while about whether this user-generated content deserves to be called an encyclopedia.
The split ended Sanger's tenure as editor-in-chief, and the debate hasn't gone away.
What they found, to their surprise, was that there were actually really smart and intelligent folks hopping onto Wikipedia, and they're actually not only starting articles, but polishing them and finishing them and fact-checking them and putting in references.
I'm involved in a project that is called the Multi-Music Memory Project. And this, in essence, is an attempt to create a collaborative, open multimedia database and repository of Maltese music and associated arts.
I was wondering if I can find some topics about geomorphology on Serbian Wikipedia, but I didn't find. After that, I started to edit Wikipedia mostly every day.
Catalan Wiki for us is a way for explaining that we exist and also a way to preserve our language.
In Kenya, we have a relatively low internet connectivity rate. So we took the offline Wikipedia, which are actually articles from the English Wikipedia, but they are filtered only to include school material. We have a bigger responsibility of trying to get outreach of Wikipedia throughout Africa.
In our motto, it says let's create the summary of all the human knowledge and so on. So I was very impressed because I was now this is going to work because it's not regulated. There is no hierarchy of people you would have to pass through editor-in-chief and stuff like that. It speeds up the evolution.
I thought it was a pretty cool idea. I mean, it was an utopia. It was a crazy idea to make an encyclopedia by people like that without any control.
I saw this edit button, this juicy, tempting edit button, and basically a few days later I posted to my blog, new form of internet crack discovered.
In the last 9 years I've done over 90,000 edits. I couldn't measure how many hours a week I spend on Wikipedia, but it's a lot.
I spent lunchtime doing it, or I spent dinner time doing it. I just spent all day when I'm not doing anything else on it, basically.
I like to be able to make a very minor improvement to some huge, wonderful thing that's going to be around long after I'm gone.
Despite the enthusiasm of the Wikipedians, critics have emerged. Less than 10% of editors on the English language Wikipedia are women, leading some to question gender bias in Wikipedia's culture and its online content. Charges of inaccuracy, self-promotion, revisionist history, and revenge edits have also been leveled. These are problems the community is working to solve.
You've had crises of incorrect information leading to people criticizing Wikipedia publicly that has tightened certain standards around participation. Only people who are registered users now can edit high-profile or high-traffic articles. And there are certain elite that become administrators on Wikipedia that can delete articles, that can lock articles from editing, that can ban certain users.
Wikipedia has also started to actively recruit participation from universities, medical institutions, and museums, partly coming around to Sanger's original position that formal experts need to be involved.
There's no doubt if you are approaching a topic you know very little about that Wikipedia is the best first stop for that. Right? But Wikipedia and Wikipedians themselves also say, well, don't stop there. Go to the original sources that are cited from Wikipedia to make sure you use those as the final word when you're doing research or when you're citing things in a publication.
Wikipedia is just written by people. We're not perfect, we make mistakes, but we do our best to actually try to get things right.
Having a group of people who are willing to work to make something that they collectively own is a very powerful notion.
Is Wikipedia a collaborative, global, accessible, and free online encyclopedia, a working model for the kind of genuine online collaboration that has been the hope of generations of visionaries? Wikipedians, authors of 40 million articles and counting in 293 languages, certainly hope so. And they also hope you'll join them by editing Wikipedia yourself when something needs fixing.